Good afternoon and welcome to Calvary Christian. It's the winner-take-all Game 3 between the Calvary Knights and the Strong Rock Patriots. How is everybody doing? As we try to battle the elements, this game was originally scheduled for 12 o'clock today. It's been raining all day, so they were able to get a break, take care of the field, and we'll be ready to go with this game the best to our ability with the rain just coming down, and it's time for this Game 3. The winner will advance to the second round of the GIAA baseball playoffs. How is everybody doing? Richard Holdridge here on the call today. Expected to be raining off and on, but they made the decision that it was light enough to where they could go ahead and get this game in, or try to get some innings in. Strong Rock actually went back to Locust Grove last night, and they did not get a hotel. So we'll go ahead and get this game started. First, we're going to go ahead and step aside here as you're watching. Actually, we'll go ahead and get this game started. There you go.
Leading off for Strong Rock at the top of the first, number 2, Andrew Reed.
Andrew Reed is going to start things off for Strong Rock, who won Game 1, 8-3. Calvary turned around and won Game 2 by a score of 9-6. And on the mound is Colton Silvestri for Calvary. The umpire gets everything ready, and we are just about ready to go here at Calvary Christian for this contest. Silvestri's first pitch, and that is in there for a strike. That's going to be a ball outside. Silvestri 1-1 on the outside corner. It's a good pitch by Colton Silvestri. Calvary comes in with an 18-13 record. Strong Rock 13-18. Curveball, foul. Strong Rock out of Locust Grove. They went to the semifinals last year where they lost to Brookstone. Led by their head coach, Todd Rowley, who coached at Tennessee and East Carolina. There's a strike 3 by Colton Silvestri for out number 1.
Now batting first baseman, number 5, Jackson Glenn.
Jackson Glenn is going to step into the batter's box for the Patriots. Silvestri, the pitch. That is low in the dirt, ball 1. The 1-0, and that is towered into left field, and making the catch Out in left field for out number 2. Blake Burkhart is going to be the batter for Strong Rock. Two down here at the top of the first. Silvestri, the offering. Outside, it's 1-0. The pitch. Foul. Is that a foul ball? Oh, that's actually fair. And that was a very good throw by Tommy Irving. He would have got him out, but the umpire at the last minute called it foul. Would have been a 1-2-3 inning for Calvary. By the way, Calvary is playing Mount DeSales in the first round of the GIAA playoffs in soccer. They moved that over to Midland Academy because of the field conditions of the football field. Because Midland Academy, Terry Gaines Field, has turf. The 0-1. And that's outside. It's 1-1. Ground ball to third, or to short. Houston. Throw to first. In time for the out, and a 3-up, 3-down inning for Calvary. As we go to the bottom of the first, Calvary coming up to bat scoreless here in Game 3 of the GIAA playoffs.
My name is Sergeant Jason Swells, and this is my CVCC story. Class sizes were not too large. The professors in each class had time to talk. It was almost like a one-on-one experience. CVCC did prepare me for my career. They made sure you knew the subject before you walked out of the class, before you took the test. They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. I'd say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
Back here to Calvary, bottom of the first inning. And on the mound for Strong Rock is Blake Burkhart. And leading things off for the Calvary Knights is going to be Cam Houston, the recent Albany State commit. This is Game 3 Winner will travel to Macon next week to take on Tatnall Square. And the first offering to Houston is right in there for a strike. It was a good pitch by Burkhart. The 0-1 just missed, and it is 1-1. Got a busy day today on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We got the Columbus Lions going on, Fountain City FC. Check swing did not matter because that's strike 2. The 1-2. And that's foul tip. Staying alive is Cam Houston. It's a light sprinkle, but they are playing through it. We'll see how the weather corresponds. About a 60% chance throughout the forecast. 1-2. Got him swinging, strike 3. First out of the inning. And now Trip Ellison is going to come to the plate for Calvary. Houston and Ellison have been pretty much 1-2 on the top of the lineup the entire season. And the first pitch to Ellison, that is outside for a ball. And that's in there for a strike. The 1-1 pitch to Ellison. Low for a ball. It's 2-1. And that's in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Two count to Trip Ellison. Got him swinging. Strike 3, and there are 2 down here in the first. Now the number 3 hitter, Tommy Irving, is going to come up. And that's in there for a strike. A 1 to Irving, and there's a ground ball foul. And it's now an 0-2 count. The 0-2. That's high for a ball. The 1-2. Fouled back. Here's the 1-2. And that is ground ball to third. Throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Strong Rock. We go to the second, scoreless, here in Game 3 of the GIAA state playoffs on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here we go, top of the second inning, scoreless. Here in this Game 3 between Calvary and Strong Rock Christian. Calvary the number 6 seed, Strong Rock the number 11 seed. Both in the same region, both facing each other here in the first round of the GIAA playoffs. Calvary won the regular season series 2-1. It's Colton Silvestri. First pitch is low and in the dirt. That's up the middle, and that's going to be a leadoff single. For Bennett Merrow. Now Will Stiers is going to come up to the plate. Silvestri working from the stretch, and the pitch to Stiers is in the dirt. A good stop by Jackson Kennedy. The 1-0. On the outside corner, it's strike one. And a throw back to first. And that is fouled back. Silvestri, the 1-2. Just missed. It's 2-2. Two-two count. Runner at first. No outs. The 2-2 offering. Got him on the outside corner, strike 3. Good pitch there by Colton Silvestri for out number 1.
Brings to the plate designated hitter number 45, Jordan Jones.
And Jordan Jones is going to come up to the plate. Outside, ball 1. That is lined into the left, and that's going to be extra bases for Jordan Jones. Rounding third and holding at third. Strong Rock's now got runners in scoring position with 1 out. That's a good base hit there by Jordan Jones. Blake Chuck now the batter for the Patriots. Silvestri, that gets away from him. But a good job by Kennedy to play it off the ricochet. It's 1-0. And the pitch outside, ball 2. It's low, ball 3. So it's 3-0. Silvestri's 3-0 pitch. Down the middle, strike 1. And the pitch. Fouled back, running the count full. Silvestri from the stretch. The payoff pitch, got him swinging, strike 3. Good pitch there by Colton Silvestri for out number 2. Actually, that was not strike 3. That was ball 4. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. Spawn coming up. Coach Smith going to have a talk with Silvestri here with bases loaded and 1 out. Rain is starting to come down. It'll give us an opportunity to step aside here on the broadcast. We'll be back. Scoreless in game 3. Yeah, we'll keep the broadcast here as the mound conversation has come to an end. First pitch, and there for a strike. It's 0-2. Low for a ball. The 1-2. Fouled back. Silvestri, the 1-2. Just missed. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Outside, and it runs the count full. Silvestri, payoff pitch, strike 3, and he thought it was ball 4, but he froze him. And that was big strikeout. Brody Span thought he had ball 4. Colton Silvestri comes up with a big strikeout, so with 2 down. That pitch is a ball to Blake Hahn. Silvestri 1-0. In the dirt, and a good stop by Jackson Kennedy. It's ball 2. They're going to try to play as many innings as possible with the weather forecast kind of off and on. It dips down to 40% chance about 8 o'clock tonight. They got to get this game in. It's 2-0, and that's in there for a strike. Strong Rock does not want to have to go all the way back home and have to turn around and play a conclusion of a game on Monday. The 2-1, the span, and that's in there. It's strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the 2-2 pitch. Got him, strike 3. And Strong Rock strands the bases loaded in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Calvary coming up to bat. It's scoreless here. Game 3. Winner advances.
Get ready to smile. It's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of brand new full-size Chevrolet Silverados. Discounted up to $13,750 off. New 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV that features high-tech options and discounts up to $5,000 off. You can enjoy no payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
All right, bottom of the second inning, Calvary coming up to bat. Jackson Kennedy is going to lead things off for the Knights. Blake Burkhart on the mound for Strong Rock. Delivers. First pitch to Kennedy, lined in a right field. That is going to be a base hit. That actually hit the right field line and fell in for a leadoff single for Kennedy.
That's a single for Jackson Kennedy. Brings to the plate right fielder number 3, Bryson Brooks.
Bryson Brooks coming up. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. First pitch in there for a strike. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Go and like that Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is game 3. Noah and Thrift did a great job last night with games 1 and 2. Strong Rock ended up taking game 3 and knew we were going to be back here for game 3 because Calvary ended up staving off elimination and winning game 2. Great job there by Calvary to get the big win. Got a courtesy pinch runner over there for Jackson Kennedy. And the pitch lined into center. That's deep. Going back. And that is out of here. A 2-run homer for Bryson Brooks. And the Calvary Knights lead 2-0. Bryson just clobbered that one into right center. How about that? Calvary jumps on the board first. And now Nate Osborne, the batter. Early 2-0 lead for Calvary. And now here comes Osborne to the plate. As that's in there for a strike, 0-1. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Calvary Christian leads 2-0 over Strong Rock. In the decisive Game 3 of the first round of the GIAA playoffs. That's high ball 2, or ball 1. To reset the scoreboard. Burkhart gets the sign. The 1-1 offering, and there's a ground ball right to short. Throw to first, and cannot make the play. And Osborne is aboard. Probably give him a single on that. That was a tough play by Jackson Glenn. And now Liam Hokut is going to come up to the plate. We are live here at Calvary Christian. Calvary holding its own in the GIAA, their first season. So much success in the gaps. The 6 straight gap state championships. And the goal for Calvary is to get to Columbus. Synovus Park is the site for the GIAA state championships. We do have a break on the mound, and wanted to remind everybody that this broadcast is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Gordy Eye Care, Kinetic Credit Union, Master Wall Incorporated, and Buffalo Rock Pepsi. Thank you to our presenting sponsors. Pacelli's season came to an end yesterday. They lost to Bullock Academy in Games 1 and Games 2, so next Friday it will be Bullock Academy and Brookstone. Winner of this game will go on the road to take on Tatnall. As the GIAA starting to shape up a little bit. Burkhart, pitch. Is in there for a strike to Liam Holcutt. Runner at first, no outs. Burkhart, the 0-1. Holcutt grounds that one foul down the third base line. Quite the crowd here from Calvary and the fans from Locust Grove that made the trip. Locust Grove, which is on the outskirts of the southern Metro Atlanta. The 0-2, just outside, it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Burkhart, the pitch to Holcutt. Check Sweeney to go around. No, he did not. It's 2-2 to Liam Holcutt. Burkhart, the 2-2. Outside for a ball. There's the throw, and that's going to be out on the throw for the first out. So the bases are empty. It was a good throw by Todd Rowley, who's a coach's son. And it's a 3-2 count to Liam Holcutt. Burkhart, the payoff pitch is inside, ball 4. Holcutt's aboard with a walk.
Now batting second baseman, number 29, Fitz Stone.
And now the freshman, Fitz Stone, who came in relief yesterday as a pitcher, has been one of the most up-and-coming, promising baseball players that has played for Coach Steve Smith in this Calvary organization. First pitch to Stone. Outside, ball 1. Burkhart, the stretch, the 1-0 offering. And that is fouled back. Calvary leads 2-0 on a 2-run blast by Bryson Brooks here in the second inning. Calvary lost the first game 8-3. Bounced back and won the second game 9-6. The 1-1. That is low. It is 2-1. Calvary with their backs against the wall, facing elimination. Able to pull out the victory to force it to a game 3 here. And there's a throw back and got him! Picked off at first base. And there are quickly 2 away here in the second. It was a good pickoff move by Burkhart. And the bases are empty with 2 down. Pitch to Stone. Little chopper to third. The scoop, the throw to first. Off the bag, and Stone's going to take second base. There's a throw, and he gets thrown out. A little aggressive there, but some base running blunders have cost Calvary some more runs. Strong Rock able to get out of the inning, but not before the 2-run shot by Bryson Brooks. As we played 2, Calvary leads Strong Rock 2-0 in a winner-take-all game 3 for the right to move on in the GIAA baseball playoffs. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back to Calvary, top of the third inning. And leading things off is Andrew Reed. Strong Rock 13-18 record, but they've had tough competition. They're one of the top teams in the GIAA. They're actually in the preseason top 10. First pitch to Reed is low for ball one. Silvestri the 1-0, and that's inside. Silvestri, the 2-0 offering, and that's right down the middle. It's a 2-1 count. And the pitch, little chopper, chasing it as Stone. Throws to first, so that's going to be an overthrow. And Reed is going to be aboard. That's a Brady Reed, actually, over there at second. So that's going to be an overthrow, and Reed is going to take second. So Jackson Glenn is coming up. That's going to be a ground ball into left field, a base hit. Reed holds at third, and there's going to be runners at the corners with no outs for Strong Rock. And coming up to the plate will be Blake Burkhart. Silvestri, throw back over to first. Strong Rock in the second inning stranded the bases loaded. They had bases loaded in 1 out. Could not get a run. And that's lined into center, going back, way back, cannot make the catch. 1 run scores. The throw into the infield. There's the throw to third. Not going to be in time, and Strong Rock cuts the lead to 1, and they got runners at the corners with no outs. And now coming up to the plate is going to be Bennett Morrow. Coach Smith going to have a talk with his pitcher. Actually, Calvary is going to have a pitching change. Braylon Frierson. We're going to step aside. Calvary leads Strong Rock 2-1 here in the third. Back after this. The lefty Frierson steps in for Calvary. And Bennett Morrow in for Strong Rock. And that is low for a ball. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. It's a ground ball over to Reed. Throw to first in time for the out, but a run will score, and we are tied at 2. So they do get an out, but Strong Rock able to tie it up at 2 apiece. So coming up to the plate is Will Stiers. Check swing did not go around. And it is 1-0. One-0 pitch. It's low, ball 2. Braylon Frierson is a sophomore. Got a .471 earned run average, 1-0 on the season. High for a ball. And it's now a 3-0 count. And the pitch. And that's going to be low, ball 4, a 4-pitch walk issued to Stier. And coming up to the plate is Joel Jones. Jordan Jones. And there's the out on the tag. Got him on the pickoff. 2 down here in the third. That was just a big lead by Will Stiers. And it really was not necessary there. He probably would have gotten second base anyway. Huge opportunity for Strong Rock, missed. And that's going to be an intentional walk to Jones. Well, I mean, first base is open. Now he can focus on the batter. And Blake Chubb. Blake Chubb coming up. And the pitch. Just missed. It's 1-0. And that is stabbed by Houston. Throw to second and gets the out. Cam Houston able to back up Tommy Irving on that play to get the force out at second base. It looked like it was going to be a base hit. But Strong Rock does put up 2 here in the third. Calvary coming up to bat. We're tied at 2 in this winner-take-all Game 3 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hey, grab me one too.
Welcome back here to Calvary, bottom of the third inning. Braxton Wilkinson going to lead things off for the Knights.
Bottom of the third, number 11, Braxton Wilkinson.
Facing up against Blake Burkhart. Burkhart delivers. First pitch to Wilkinson. Just missed. Ball 1 outside. Burkhart from the wind. The 1-0 offering. And Wilkinson bunts it. It's going to be a tough play. Throw to first. Got the out. 1-3 on the putout. Burkhart able to get charge of it and throw it down the line. Back to the leadoff hitter, Cam Houston, who's 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the first. Second time through the lineup, and there's a ground ball over to second. Throw to first. Quickly 2 down here in the third. So Trip Ellison will come to the plate with 2 outs. Burkhart delivers. First pitch to Ellison. Outside ball one. Pitch is low. 2-0. Burkhart, the 2-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike. 2-1 to Ellison. Burkhart delivers. 2-1 pitch. And that is outside, ball 3. And Burkhart, the 3-1, and that is fouled back, running the count full. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Appreciate you joining us here at Calvary. Payoff pitch, and that is lined into center field, and that's going to be a 2-out single for Trip Ellison.
Single for Trip Ellison brings to the plate number 5, Tommy Irving.
And now Tommy Irving going to come up to the plate. Maybe Calvary can get a 2-out rally going here. All tied at 2. Strong Rock answered in the 3rd. Pitch to Irving, outside, ball 1. That 1-0 pitch is fouled. And there's a throwback over to first. The 1-1. High ball 2. There's the 2-1. And that is fouled back out of play. It's 2-2. So Strong Rock won the GIAA championship in 2023. They fell to the eventual champions Brookstone in the semifinals last year. Very good GIAA school all around. And has had a lot of success in the GIAA. Facing a tough opponent in Calvary. A lot of people, including myself, thinks that Strong Rock was underseeded, that they should have been higher than 11 seed, and they are a very dangerous 11 seed. And they have proven in this series by taking game 1 against Calvary. The 2-2 to Irving, strike 3, got him swinging. Calvary strands a runner on base. We go to the 4th. It's 2-2 in the winner-take-all game 3 here in the GIAA first round action on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Back after this.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock, and their partnership with everything that we do. And without business like Buffalo Rock, we wouldn't be able to go cover softball, volleyball games, every type of high school sport you can think of, local college games and professional. So thank you to those businesses that support us, and specifically Buffalo Rock. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast after a nice long day, why not enjoy it with a nice refreshing Sorry? The best lemon lime soda around. Thank you to Sorry and Buffalo Rock for our partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Top of the fourth inning. Strong Rock coming up to bat.
Leading off for Strong Rock in the top of the fourth, number 26, Brody Spain.
And Brody Spain is going to come up. As the winner is going to take on Tatnall Square. Brookstone taking on Bullock Academy. We also got Athens Christian and Bethlehem Christian. FPD and Stratford Academy are your quarterfinal matchups. It's ball one. Pitch is ball two, missed inside. And the 2-0 is outside, ball three. Three 3-0 count to Brody Span. The 3-0 pitch. High ball four and a 4-pitch walk issued to Span. And coming up to the plate is going to be Blake Hahn.
Brings to the plate, number 7, Blake Hahn.
The quarterfinal matchups will start next Friday, May the 16th, as Tatnall Square will await the winner of this game. And Hahn tried to bunt, and he ends up taking a strike, 0-1. Braylon Frierson on the mound in relief. Took over for Colton Silvestri, the starting pitcher. Here in the fourth. Showing bunt, pulling back, another strike. It's 0-2. And now Hahn's got to swing away. First quarter, Columbus Lions lead Shreveport 8-6. Threat manager Rick Beach on the call. A busy Saturday afternoon here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. This game was originally scheduled at 12. It's practically been raining all day, but we've had enough of a break to go ahead and get this game in. The 1-2, and there's a ground ball to Houston. Scoops it up, underthrows it to second for one. The throw to first, and cannot come up with it in the dirt, but they do get the forced out. So with one out, coming up to the plate is going to be Andrew Reed. As you had a feeling that both teams were going to battle. These are two very talented baseball rosters. Strong Rock won the first game 8-3. Calvary won game 2 9-6. right in there for a strike. And it's an 0-1 count to Andrew Reed. Frierson, the 0-1. Fouled back down the right field line. It's 0-2. It was actually the last matchup before the quarterfinals get set with the brackets. The 0-2 changeup, and there's a little chopper to Houston. Underhands it to second for 1. Throw to first, not in time, but once again, Cam Houston gets the lead out. And so the lefty, Jackson Glenn, comes up to the plate for Strong Rock out of Locust Grove, Georgia, which they are famous for Tanger outlets. Right there on I-75. And Locust Grove is actually located in Henry County. That gets by Jackson Kennedy. And that's going to be a stolen base for Andrew Reed. It's a 1-1 count. Frierson, 1-1, and that is fouled back. Be a 1-2 count. And Frierson facing Jackson Glenn, the lefty, into the batter's box. The 1-2 offering, and there's a ground ball. It's going to go through the hole into left field, a base hit. And rounding third and scoring the run is Andrew Reed. And now Strong Rock in a little pickle and cannot get the throw. Strong Rock takes a 3-2 lead on a 2-out single by Jackson Glenn. Now the pitcher, Blake Burkhart, is going to come up for Strong Rock. And the first pitch is high and away for a ball. There's a throw back to first. The 1-0 in the dirt, stopped by Kennedy, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. And that misses. It's ball 3. And that's right down the middle for a strike. 3-1 pitch. Right down the middle, strike two. So a good job by Braylon Frierson to battle back to a full count. Frierson, the payoff pitch. Strike three, got him. Frierson comes back with 3 straight strikes to strike out the batter, Burkhart. But Strong Rock does get the go-ahead run. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Strong Rock 3, Calvary 2. In Game 3, the winner goes to the quarterfinals in the GIAA baseball playoffs here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Just keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back here to Calvary Christian, bottom of the 4th inning. Jackson Kennedy going to lead things off for the Knights, trailing 3-2 in this Game 3, with the winner advancing to face Tatnall Square in Macon for a best-of-3 series next week. This is the last matchup that will set up the quarterfinals in the GIAA. First pitch to Kennedy. Is right in there for a strike. 0-1. Blake Burkhart on to pitch the 4th. Looked pretty solid so far for Strong Rock. The 0-1. It is outside. It's a 1-1 count. Calvary led 2-0 thanks to a 2-run shot by Bryson Brooks, but Strong Rock 3 unanswered runs in this game. The 1-1 high and above the letters, ball 2. Congratulations to the Glenwood Gators. They are going to the AHSAA State Championship. Tuesday, Game 1 in Oxford. Wednesday, Game 2 and 3 in Jacksonville State. The 2-1. There's a ground ball to short. Scoops it up. Throw to first. In time, out number 1 here in the 4th. And here comes the guy that hit the home run. He's 1 for 1 today. Bryson Brooks. Tape measure shot in right center. The thing about Bryson Brooks, that is, looking at the next section, the team lead. He's got 4 home runs. And that's a chopper down the third base line. Foul, 0-1. As the lights are on here at Calvary. Burkhart, the 0-1 to Brooks. That That's in there for a strike. It's 0-2. That was a late call by the umpire. But the umpire made the call. And now Bryson Brooks has got to protect. Burkhart. The wind. The 0-2 offering. That's a ball. One down here in the bottom of the fourth. Burkhart from the wind. The 1-2 to Brooks. Outside, it's ball 2. Burkhart delivers. 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Something out of the zone. Looked like Burkhart gave him a slider. It's a strikeout for Bryson Brooks in out number 2. And now Nate Osborne coming up to the plate. Burkhart delivers, and the pitch is fouled back, out of play. The 0-1 to Osborne, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So with Pacelli being eliminated by Bullock Academy, we've got 2 other teams in this area still alive. As Osborne, ground ball to second. Throw to first, and that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Burkhart. As we played 4 here at Calvary, Strong Rock leads the Knights 3-2. Back after this as you're watching the GIAA first round, Game 3 here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here they come. Truckloads of fresh inventory to Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV known for its safety, technology, and performance, is discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy. No payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to...
Top of the 5th inning. Strong Rock coming up to bat, up 3-2 in this Game 3 with a winner, advancing to the quarterfinals of the GIAA playoffs. And on the mound for the Calvary Knights is Fitz Stone, the freshman who's got a 3.92 earned run average. He had an inning of relief yesterday, so he's good to go for today. It was one of the promising young arms here for Calvary. And the moment is not as big for him. He is used to this, being in these moments as a freshman. And Coach Steve Smith has inserted him in to be one of the starters, and then coming in and getting a lot of innings as well. And hopefully Calvary could try to rally back. They're only down by 1 run, but they are the home team. And they've had history of rallying back all season. But first thing, they gotta keep Strong Rock off the scoreboard. Now Bennett Morrow's gonna lead things off for the Patriots. facing Fitzstone here in the top of the 5th. Stone that delivers. The pitch to Morrow. He's outside, ball 1. As the wind's starting to pick up. There's a ground ball over to Reed. Scoops it, throws it over to Holcutt. Out number 1. Now here comes up to the plate Will Stiers. And the first pitch to Stiers is in there for a strike. The 0-1 offering, and that is popped up. Shallow center, racing to it and making the grab is Trip Ellison for out number 2. Ellison really had to get there, and he does. And here comes to the plate Jordan Jones. Last time he was up, he was intentionally walked. Stone's first pitch to Jones, and there's a ground ball to Reed. Scoops it, throws it to first, and a 3-up, 3-down inning for Fitzstone as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Calvary trails Strong Rock 3-2 here in Game 3 of the GIAA first round state playoffs. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
My name is Sergeant Jason Swells, and this is my CVCC story. Class sizes were not too large. The professors in each class had time to talk. It was almost like a one-on-one experience. CVCC did prepare me for my career. They made sure you knew the subject before you walked out of the class, before you took the test. They dedicated 100% of themselves to it. I could say for anybody who's deciding or thinking about going into criminal justice, CVCC has got my vote all day long because they're on top of their game.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Liam Holcutt going to lead things off for Calvary. And Blake Burgart is on the mound to pitch in the 5th. And starts Holcutt off with a strike. Burkhart, the 0-1. Low and in the dirt. 1-0-1. Columbus Lions lead 18-6 against Shreveport. Lions trying to break a 3-game losing streak. They really need this win if they want to. The 1-2 to Holcutt is a changeup that's high and misses. It's 2-2. Burkhart delivers the 2-2 pitch. And that just missed outside, and it runs the count full. Strong Rock 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Calvary 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Burkhart, payoff pitch. Low ball 4 and a leadoff walk. The tying runs aboard for Calvary. Hokut aboard the second time today. And now here comes Fitz Stone. You talk about a promising freshman with a bright future in the Calvary baseball program. This is the player to watch out for. Fitz Stone. And he's showing bunt. Pulls back. And it is going to be ball 1. And Calvary knows they'd love to get the tying run into scoring position. Stone takes ball 2. Braxton Wilkinson on deck for Calvary. Burkhart to 2-0 to Stone. And that catches the corner for strike 1. Burkhart, the 2-1 offering. Low and in the dirt. That was a good stop by Todd Rayleigh. And now it's a 3-1 count to Stone. Burkhart, the 3-1 pitch. And that's inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued here in the bottom of the 5th. And Braxton Wilkinson is going to come up. And now you've got the tying run in scoring position. Coach Steve Smith is going to have a talk with the umpire. I think he's just talking about a change. And we might have maybe a pinch hitter coming in. Well, you got Braxton Wilkinson, then you got the top of the order coming up. Actually, we got a pinch runner that's going to come in for Hokut. And the pinch runner, as I'm trying to, Knox Lewis is the P announcer. Beat me to it as I was trying to look up who the pinch runner was. And it's Knox Lewis, the sophomore. Got some speed over there at second base. And he represents the tying run. Coach Rayleigh is going to have a talk with his pitcher. And now we're going to have a discussion with Coach Smith and all the runners on base and Cam Houston. As this is really a great matchup between two very evenly matched baseball teams. That's why we're here for Game 3. As Strong Rock took the first game, Calvary ended up taking Game 2 last night. And we got a Game 3. Winner takes on Tatnall Square in Macon on Friday for a doubleheader. That's going to be a big Friday for the city of Columbus up in Macon, because Shaw is going to be in the soccer state championship on Friday as well at Mercer University. taking on Drew Charter. Braxton Wilkinson, the batter. As it got cold quick. There's a throw back over to, try to throw it back over to second. And the pitch, and Wilkinson bunt right back to the pitcher and doubles him up at second base. Burkhart caught the bunt on a line drive and threw it to second base for the double play. A huge 2 outs for Strong Rock. And now Cam Houston coming up to the plate with 2 down and a runner at first. Calvary had runners at first and second with no outs. And Strong Rock with a huge double play here in the 5th. Burkhart pitch to Houston. That's in there for a strike. It is 1-0. Burkhart. The 0-1 delivery to Houston. And that's in there, strike 2. Houston has got to protect. The 0-2. Outside, and it's 1-2. Burkhart from the stretch. Fires the 1-2. High ball 2. So it's a 2-2 count to Cam Houston. He can hit for power. He's got 3 home runs on the season. Burkhart, the 2-2 offering to Houston. Just missed outside, ball 3. So the runner will go on this pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strong Rock with a 3-2 lead here in the 5th. Runner goes, the pitch, inside, ball 4, and Calvary's got 2 runners aboard here with 2 outs. And Trip Ellison going to come up to the plate. Trip Ellison, second on the team with a .349 batting average. Got 29 hits and a slugging percentage of .530. Tying run in scoring position. Ellison, chopper. It's going to be a tough play for the shortstop. Can he beat it out? The long stretch. And he cannot get it. There's the throw. And we're tied. We are tied at 3. As Trip Ellison was able to beat out the throw, but the overthrow allows Calvary to score the tying run. So runners at the corners now. And it's a 3-3 ball game. And Tommy Irving coming up to the plate. As you can hear some of the students getting excited for Tommy Irving at the plate. Here's 2 outs. As Calvary ended up tying it on the pass ball on the overthrow. Runner goes. Irving swinging a miss. But that will break up the force out at second. And now there's runners in scoring position. So Tommy Irving trying to put some more runs on the board here in the 5th. In a 3-3 game here in the bottom of the 5th. Burkhart, the 0-1 to Irving, and that is lined foul. Burkhart, the 0-2 offering, and there's a chopper foul off his foot, but it looks like he'll be okay. This broadcast is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Gordy Eye Care, Buffalo Rock Pepsi, Kinetic Credit Union, and Masterwall Incorporated. Thank you to our presenting sponsors. Got it. No balls and 2 strikes to Tommy Irving. Burkhart, the pitch outside. It's 1-2. Burkhart, the stretch. The 1-2 to Irving. High ball, 2. Jackson Kennedy on deck for the Knights. As the other quarterfinal matchups are all set. FPD going to take on Stratford. That's the 1-8 matchup. Brookstone, Bullock Academy, the 2-7. The 4-5, Athens Christian and Bethlehem. Got him. Strike 3. Inning over. But Calvary does tie it up. As we go to the 6th, it's 3-3 here in the winner-take-all Game 3 for the right to play Tatnall Square in the quarterfinals. Back after this here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Top of the 6th. Fitzstone on the mound for Calvary. And Blake Chupp leading things off for the Patriots. And it's an 0-1 count. Just missed. 1-1. The 1-1 offering just missed. It's 2-1. It's a good location on that pitch. And the pitch. That is fouled away, and it's 2-2. Fitzstone delivers the 2-2. Got him, swinging, strike 3. There's a throw down to first for the out here in the 6th. And now coming up to the plate is Brody Spann. Stone, the pitch to Spann is a curveball. It just missed. Umpire did not call that a strike. That was, felt like it was right there. That's foul back, 1-1. Seemed like that pitch was right there. But the umpire must have had a different angle. Stone, the 1-1 pitch. And that is outside. It is 2-1. Live here at Calvary Christian, Game 3. 2-1 pitch. That's fouled back to the net. And it is a 2-2 count to Brody Spann. A lot of fans here bundled up. It has been just an overcasted and rainy day all day today. And we did have a little bit of a break in action, did see some rain. There's a ground ball, and Houston cannot get it. It goes into center field, and Brody Spann has got a one-out single. Cam Houston with a diving attempt. Blake Hahn now the batter. Here in a 3-3 ball game, top of the 6th. We appreciate everybody watching us on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. On our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Fitzstone showing bunt. Bunts it. Throws it over to Houston. Got the out. What a play there by Cam Houston to get the force out. That was a good decision by Fitzstone because the bunt was right to him. So he went ahead and went for the force out at second. That could be huge. So with 2 down, Andrew Reed the batter. Strong Rock was trying to get the runner in scoring position. But now Reed's coming up to the plate with the runner at first and 2 down. Stone's first pitch is outside, ball 1. Stone from the stretch. And the throw back to first. This game was originally supposed to be played at noon today, but with the inclement weather and they had the tarp on the field, they were trying to get this field ready, and they were able to get this in today. The 1-0 to Reed. And that's right in there for a strike, 1-1. We did see some rain in the first couple of innings, but it wasn't heavy enough for them to delay this game. But right now, it's just cold and windy. That gets by Kennedy. That's going to be a stolen base on the pass ball. And it's a 2-1 count. Go ahead, run in scoring position for Strong Rock. Andrew Reed faced with a 2-1 count. Stone checks the runner and fires the 2-1 pitch. And that is fouled back, and that actually ricocheted off the cement part of the backstop, and it's 2-2. Calvary Christian, first year in the GIAA after winning 6 straight championships in the Gaps. Last year was impressive because they went on the road and defeated Rock Springs and the Kings Academy. Both teams that are now in the GIAA. Fitz Stone, 2-2 offering. There's a ground ball right to Houston, charging it. The throw to first and the stretch. And he got him! What a throw by Cam Houston. What a stretch by Liam Hocutt to get out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Calvary coming up to bat. We're tied at 3 here in Game 3 of the GIAA first round playoff action on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Hey, grab me one too.
Welcome back here to Calvary. Bottom of the 6th inning. Calvary Christian coming up to bat. The Jackson Kennedy, Nate Osborne, Bryson Brooks will be your hitters for the Knights. And still on the mound pitching is Blake Burkhart, who's pitched a pretty good game for Strong Rock. He's only given up the 3 runs. One of them was an unearned run. Did give up the 2-run shot to Bryson Brooks. That made it 2-0. It's been a back-and-forth game for both teams. Both teams familiar with each other, both in the same region, facing off in the playoffs. And now Jackson Kennedy. Burkhart starts him off with the ball. Jackson Kennedy, he hit that 3-run shot in the home opener to Lakeside School. That was all the way back in February. And congratulations to Lakeside School for winning the AISA State Championship. The 1-0. In there for a strike. It's a 1-1. Glenwood taking on Gordo in the 3A Championship in Alabama. Brookstone taking on Bullock Academy this Friday for a doubleheader. It's outside for a ball. It's a 2-1 count. I know the scoreboard says, yeah, they had to change the scoreboard to 2-1. This is game 3. Strong Rock won game 1. Calvary wins game 2. 2-1, and that is popped up shallow left. Charging in. He has to get it, and he makes the catch. As the left fielder was just racing to it. Good play by Bennett Morrow to go ahead and race that one down. So Bryson Brooks coming up. Two-run homer in the second. Started things off for Calvary. Gave them a 2-0 lead. Burkhart's pitch to Brooks is inside for a ball. Burkhart delivers the 1-0 to Brooks. Chopper foul. And it is now 1-1. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, like the Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are got a lot of action around the Chattahoochee Valley, include the Columbus Lions earlier today, Fountain City FC. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday. There's the pitch to Brooks, and that misses. It's ball 2. It's a 2-1 count. Burkhart, the 3-2-1. Little chopper, that's going to be foul. By the way, just as expected, the Boston Celtics beat the Knicks 115-93. Did you really think the Celtics were going to go down 0-3? Even though that game was in the Garden, it don't matter. Home, away, the Celtics feel like they should have been up 2-0 on the Knicks. Here's the 2-2 to Brooks. Got him on the inside corner, strike 3. And quickly there are 2 down here in the 6th. And now Nate Osborne coming up to the plate. How much longer can Burkhart go in this game? He is definitely a workhorse. And the pitch to Osborne, and that is a towering blast in the parking lot. And it's going to be 0-1 count. Burkhart, the 0-1 to Osborne. And that is low. It's 1-1. There's the 1-1. That's inside. It's 2-1. By the way, the Columbus Lions in the second quarter lead Shreveport 26-6. Seems like the Lions are back. 2-1. Outside, ball 3. Don't forget, next Saturday, the broadcast debut of the season for Columbus United FC. And I mean for the season, because we live streamed several of their games last year. Here's the 3-1 to Osborne, and swings and misses. It runs the count full. Columbus United FC got a 5-0 victory over Fort Benning FC at Doughboy Stadium yesterday. Congratulations to Coach Teach. And good luck this Saturday against Tennessee SC. Payoff pitch, Osborne fouls that one back to the screen. Liam Holcutt on deck. As we are in a battle here in Game 3 between Strong Rock and Calvary. Winner takes on Tatnall Square next Friday in the quarters. Payoff pitch, got him, strike 3 outside corner, and a 3-up, 3-down inning for the starting pitcher, Blake Burkhart. As we go to the 7th, all tied up at 3 in the winner-take-all Game 3 between Strong Rock and Calvary in the GIAA baseball playoffs. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Here they come! Truckloads of fresh inventory to Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV known for its safety, technology, and performance, is discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy! No payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Top of the 7th inning we go. It's a 3-3 ball game in Game 3 for the right to go to the quarterfinals. And leading things off for Strong Rock is Jackson Glenn. And Fitzstone is on to pitch the 7th. This is his 3rd inning of work so far. So far, he has been in relief today and yesterday, trying to keep this game tied. And he starts Glenn off with a ball. Stone delivers the 1-0. And that's low and inside, ball 2. And the 2-0. And that catches the corner. It's strike 1. Stone delivers, 2-1. High, ball 3. 3-1 count to Glenn. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike, and Glenn thought that was ball 4. He's going to get his bat back. It's a 3-2. It's always funny when they think it's ball 4. The umpire making that call, and he didn't even see it. Stone, the payoff pitch, and that's foul back to the screen. Strong Rock, 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Calvary, 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. Here in the top of the 7th inning, as Tatnall Square awaits the winner of this game. Payoff pitch, and that hit him. And so Glenn is aboard. It wouldn't have mattered because it got him right on the arm. So the go-ahead run is aboard. And Blake Burkhart is going to come up to the plate. Coach Smith is going to have a talk with his pitcher. I want to remind everybody that this broadcast is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Gordy Eye Care, Kinetic Credit Union, Buffalo Rock Pepsi, and Master Wall Incorporated. Thank you to our presenting sponsors. Fantastic doubleheader going on Georgia Alabama Sports Live over on our Facebook page. The Columbus Lions taking on Shreveport at the Columbus Civic Center. Got the Cleanstones in action taking on the Birmingham Barons. I'm going to check up on the score on that game. Because if they're playing this game, they're definitely playing that game. This wasn't sure if we were going to get this game in, but it looks like it is getting in. Stone and the pitch, and that hit him. And now Strong Rock, Burkhart is aboard, and they got 2 runners on and no outs. And coming up to the plate is Bennett Marrow. Yeah, on the scoreboard here it says that it is delayed between the Barons and the Cleanstones. 4 games in the series already. There's a bunt. Stone, throw to third. Got the out. What a play there by Fitzstone to get the out at third. Had to go to third in that situation. And now Stiers coming up. That's the second time today that Strong Rock tried to bunt somebody over, and Fitzstone was able to react quickly to it and get it to the lead bag. And gotta love the Calvary student section. They are a live bunch. They're out here battling the cold. Really having a fun time here at the ballpark. Fitzstone checks the runner at second. Fires to the plate and a swing and a miss. Will Stiers, the batter, coming up for Strong Rock. And it's an 0-1 count. Stone from the stretch. Delivers. And there's a line drive into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Rounding third and coming in to score is Burkhart, and Strong Rock leads 4-3. Just an absolute clutch base hit for Strong Rock to go opposite field way. And now Strong Rock with runners at the corners and 1 out. And coming up to the plate is going to be Jordan Jones. Was that absolute rocket by Will Stiers. And right now, he has given Strong Rock the lead here in the top of the 7th. Stone from the stretch. First pitch to Jones, and that is inside for a ball. And it's 1-0. We're here in the GIAA first round action, game 3 between Strong Rock and Calvary. 1-1 and swung on a miss, and it's 1-1. Strong Rock took the first game 8-3. Calvary won game 2 late last night, 9-6, to force a game 3 today. Stone from the stretch, the 1-1 to Jones. It's high, it gets away from the catcher, and a good job there getting it back in. The runner will advance, and now we got runners in scoring position for Strong Rock. And that's going to be an intentional walk to Jordan Jones. That's the second time that Jones has been walked intentionally. And now coming up to the plate is Blake Chupp, with the bases loaded and 1 out. Fitzstone delivers. First pitch to Chupp is in the dirt. It's 1-0. The quarterfinal matches are set with the exception of this game, as Tatnall Square will await the winner of this series. The 1-0, and that's fouled back. It's 1-1. You got FPD, the 1 seed, taking on Stratford Academy. The 2 seed and the defending GIAA champions, Brookstone, taking on Bullock Academy. Over in the 4-5 matchup, you got Bethlehem Christian and Athens Christian. 1-1. That's in there for a strike. It's 1-2. As the first 4 seeds ended up getting first-round byes, some of the teams decided to schedule an extra game because they didn't want to have the week off. There's the 1-2 outside, and it is 2-2. In fact, Brookstone ended up scheduling Southwest Georgia Academy, which is also in the GIAA playoffs, just another classification. It was the championship held at Synovus Park, May the 29th through the 31st. Here's the 2-2, and that's lined into center. Ellison making the catch, and here comes the tag. And it's going to be 5-3 Strong Rock here with 2 outs on the sac fly. And now Strong Rock leads it 5-3. Sac fly by Blake Chupp. And now Brody Spann is going to come up to the plate for Strong Rock. Got the courtesy pinch runner. That's going to be Eli Benjamin, the freshman. He's going to go over to first base. We want to thank our YouTube and Facebook audience for watching us on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. If you are new to the audience, we are a live streaming company that covers the Tri-City area of East Alabama, West Central Georgia. We try to do as many sports as we can. There's a little ground ball. And digging in and trying to get it. And throwing it to first for the out in time. Tommy Irving, a good play. But Strong Rock puts up 2 here in the 7th. Calvary is going to go to the bottom of the 7th, down 2 with a last chance to try to see if they can extend this game or walk it off, as we'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live with the bottom of the 7th inning.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place. all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Bottom of the 7th inning, a new pitcher on the mound for Strong Rock. It is Blake Chubb. He'll face off Liam Holcutt, then Fitz Stone, and then Braxton Wilkinson, or possibly a pinch hitter. And Liam Holcutt, he's been on twice today with 2 walks. Holcutt also has 2 home runs on the season. Would love to get on board here to bring the tying run up to the plate. Chubb trying to close out this game for Strong Rock. First pitch to Holcutt, outside, ball 1. Chubb, the 1-0 to Holcutt, outside, ball 2. One thing about Liam Holcutt, a very patient hitter. That's why he's got 2 walks today. Chubb, the 2-0 delivery. And that's in there for a strike. Chubb from the wind. The 2-1 offering. And that is fouled back. And it's a 2-2 count. Strong Rock lost to Brookstone in the semifinals last year. They won the GIAA championship in 2023. That was held in Augusta. And Strong Rock is just a great baseball program that knows how to win. Facing Calvary, that also, with all the success they've had in the gaps, first year in the GIAA. It's a fantastic matchup. 2-2. Got him, strike 3, inside corner. What a pitch there by Blake Chubb for out number 1. So Fitz Stone is coming up. Strong Rock 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Calvary 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. Just a fantastic pitching performance for Burkhart. He only gave up the 3 runs in 6 innings. First pitch to Stone. Just missed outside. It's 1-0. Fitz Stone, only a freshman. And the 1-0 offering to Stone is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And the pitch, Stone lines it to right, but it's going to be at the right fielder for the out. And Calvary down to their final out of this game. It all comes down to the pinch hitter coming up for the Calvary Knights, William Hilton. trying to get on for the top of the order. The guy they call Billy Hilton. And he steps into the batter's box. He has only had 7 plate appearances, as that's in there for a strike. Chubb, the 0-1. Inside for a ball, 1-1. Chubb, the 1-1 delivery, and Hilton swings and misses. And Strong Rock down to their last strike. Hilton gets the sign, the 1-2. And that hit Hilton. That hit him, and there's signs of life for Calvary because the tying run is coming up to the plate. And it's Cam Houston. Braxton Wilkinson will be the courtesy runner. As the rain started to come down, and you could see it through the lights starting to come in. Chubb, pitch to Houston. Outside, ball 1. As you can see some of the fans trying to get to cover. Trying to go over to where the tents are. It's ball 2. It is 2-0. Chubb back to first. Throw it back to first for Wilkinson. Now the rain is really starting to come down. And in a situation like this, if the umpires do stop the game, how much does that favor the team that's got the last at bats, especially with the top of the order for Calvary? Cam Houston represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th. Calvary trails 5-3. Came back and won game 2 on the brink of elimination to force a game 3. Facing a Strong Rock team, one of the most talented teams in the GIAA with championship pedigree. The 2-0 to Houston. And that's in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Like the Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. And it's strike 2. Chubb. The 2-2 to Houston. There's a high fly ball. And that's going to be in the park, making the catch, and the Strong Rock Patriots have defeated the Calvary Christian Knights to advance to the quarterfinals, where they will face Tattnall Square. Final score of 5-3. And Calvary Christian's season comes to an end. But what an outstanding year for the Knights in their first year in the GIAA. We knew that the competition was going to be tough. And this Strong Rock team, they battled, taking game 1 and able to win here in game 3 as they advance to the quarterfinals. We appreciate everybody watching us on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Thank you for tuning into the broadcast, and we will see you next time. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.